Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Banished Souls Cryptic Gaming here. So, Season 3 has finally started off, guys. Got a lot of really cool stuff to show you. So, this is the main boss that you're going to be beating in this game right now. Very easy to do if you use that sandbutt build that we've shared with you in the past. You can solo this thing. Does not take very long at all. Now, you're going to want to farm this as much as possible because you can drop special torpedoes. You can drop all sorts of different types of cannons. There is a new demi cannon that looks pretty awesome. You're also going to get these things called like a dragon's claw that's going to be used for building another type of a weapon as well in the game. So make sure you farm it out as much as possible. Drop rates are not the greatest, but it doesn't take very long to beat this main boss. Also, something you're going to want to do while you're doing this, if you run it with friends, going to go a lot quicker. You're also probably going to get a better drop rate by trading those boxes with your friends. So I do recommend doing that. Just jumped in earlier today, want to run some stuff and see just how difficult this is going to be. I've read some articles where it said that they were trying to make the game where it's a little easier for people to play in solo. Now I imagine this is going to progressively get more, a little tougher as the game progresses in the season, as it typically does, and it should, I think. So something else you're going to notice is you're going to get a note in the mail when you're playing this and you're running through Blackwood stuff. You're going to start getting these letters from Rema. You're going to want to go over to Tuat Panjara, and the reason you do that is she has a line of missions there, and that's what some of these are. Now you're going to have to fight that ship several times with her missions. You're going to have to fight this fleet several times as well, but it's just going to unlock better stuff for you as you do it. So I do recommend that you go knock that stuff out as quickly as possible, just so you can get those missions in, but also grinding that out for those goods and those items. Now if you go over to Lenitra, you can actually get a Heaven's Ward say cannon. Now you're going to need those dragon claws and a lot of new materials when you go to the crafting station. You're going to notice that you can craft some of those other things, such as the lime. Then you're going to have to make a new type of a lime out of it. You're going to take your crude saltpeter. You can make crude saltpeter as well, but you can take the stuff you've harvested. Then you're going to make a refined saltpeter as well. And you're going to be building things such as napalm and stuff like that. That's going to take and build even better, more refined goods for these new weapons and even the new ship that's going to be there. So you need to check some of those things out. Don't go nuts right away. You want to find out exactly what you're going to need for the new ship, obviously, and then you're going to need to figure out what you're going to need to upgrade the new ship, and then of course some of those new weapons as well. But it's going to be a very busy season. Looks like there's plenty of stuff to do. Even if they're not giving really great drop rates, there is so much stuff to do in this new season. It's going to be awesome. So just been playing this video out for you, showing you some of these missions that you get from Rema. This one here is called the Scorched Horizon. It's pretty cool. You just come in, just blow all this stuff up, man. Very easy to do. You can nail it with the rockets. A couple shots well placed with the sandbuckets to go and wipe these fleets out. They are very susceptible to fire damage. Does not take much to knock these guys off the water. So I do recommend that you use your sandbuck. Some of those new weapons that you will open up in the past, make sure that you are using those smuggler points. Had a couple questions right at the end of season 2, and I'm hoping y'all spent them, so wondering if they transfer over. Do not transfer over to new seasons. You need to spend those things as quickly as possible. The reason you spend those is there's certain tiers, like it's usually tier 45, which is where you've spent 45 tokens. You get a free ship. Yes, you can buy those ship blueprints for sovereigns and pieces of aid in the next season, but you don't want to do that when you can just open it up. Why would you hang on to that stuff? Just spend them. They don't really benefit you to hang on to it, so make sure you're doing that as soon as you open that stuff up. And make sure that you're coming in, checking your mail, because you should, if you had any kind of manufacturers, you should have gotten some free leases. And this season, I think I'm going to open up at least 2 complete zones. I may go with the whole map this time, just so it has something to do. I kind of got bored a little bit last season, but so far it looks like this is going to be something that really steps it up. That fire weapon they're using seems to be pretty decent. I don't know if that's something that we're going to get. It would be awesome if we can get it, stepped up some for the sandbuck, because obviously flames do a fantastic job. So we're just going to have to wait and see what we can open up, what we're going to be able to get. They've got some really good armors. Definitely want to get that immortal armor. That stuff looks fantastic, man. It's going to give you an immortal ship for like 6 seconds right at the final kill shot. If you hit that thing just right, it's going to make your ship where it can't be destroyed for 6 seconds, which may be all you need. Now that's 180-second cooldown on that, so you're looking at what, 3 minutes on the cooldown. So don't know how feasible that's going to be. Maybe if you're in PvP situation, but man, you're looking at a very long cooldown for that new armor. So some pretty good stuff though, a lot of really great weapons. But hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I say, we don't see the new dragon yet. I imagine it'll probably be week 2 or something like that. He may be coming out here pretty soon. Maybe out. I'm just going to have to keep diving into the game, but I think I've got most of the basics looked into already. So, and we're going to be doing some more in-depth videos on this new crafting, because the crafting is changing a little bit. If you go over to your blacksmith, you can actually dismantle certain weapons. Now, not all weapons are going to be able to be dismantled. They're supposed to be, but there's a little glitch in there right now. But you're going to be able to get a lot of different types of materials by stripping down weapons that you don't need or don't want to use. So those are going to be some pretty awesome things to be able to do in the game now. So hoping to see more of that in the future as well. So y'all have a wonderful day. We're going to hop off here. Again, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be kicking out quite a few more videos of season 3 to get you prepared. And you know, right now be focused on getting the basic missions done. Focus on building your kingdom back up. You want to get those manufactories up, at least get the red isles. That's going to help you, one, prepare for season 4, but mostly it's going to help you where you can get through the season and be able to get those rare materials without having to go hunt them all the time. You'll be able to buy a lot of that stuff in the black market from what it's looking like, and then be able to actually take and turn it into the even more rare crafting items, because you're going to need that for these new weapons. It's definitely getting in more depth, which is something we're definitely glad to see. As you can see here, running a little takeover event that started up. Not really seeing a whole lot of folks coming in wanting to fight. But I join up, whatever. You have the solos, you have your normal hostile takeovers, then of course your buyouts and stuff like that. So I'm just hitting anything and everything that pops up. Just trying to grab up as much as I can. Got about half the Red Isle done, some of Africa, 3 or 4 areas probably over in the Indies so far. So we're coming along pretty decently. Just got them up to level 5s. We'll eventually bring that stuff up to level 10s, but for right now, level 5 seems to be doing pretty good for me. So we'll catch everybody later.